A passport to happy tastings and beautiful scenery. If you are looking for a fun getaway or even a little winter project, you may want to hop on the Cheers Trail. This morning to tell us about what this all entails is Beth Carden, the Hendersonville Tourism Director. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning. We're so excited to be here and get to talk about a great program.
It is a great program. You were telling me a little bit about it, and you guys launched this really a little earlier with a guide, but now took it to the next level. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have done.
Well, when the COVID hit and we were trying to think of ways to still bring people to Hendersonville in a safe way, we decided to take all of our 23 venues that we have and put them into a passport. And we did this kind of like late March, early April, and it ended up looking great. It looks like a real passport, and it's got all 23 pages. Each one has a place for a stamp. So when you go to that venue, the venue will stamp it. All you have to do is get at least 12 of the 23 venues to stamp it, and then they can bring it back to the visitor center 7 days a week and redeem it for a $10 gift that promotes the Cheers Trail. Some of the things that you can choose from are like coasters and a wine mug and all that. So we sell it for $10. You can buy it online or in the visitor center or at the locations, and then bring it back. So it ends up costing you nothing, and you get a nice gift in it. And the biggest thing is they get an experience. They get to travel around. I think this passport's one of the only ones I know of that actually promotes beer, wine, cider, and mead. And so people can have a really wide experience when they do the passport. The nice thing about it, there's no deadline on it. Hopefully people will, might take them 2 or 3 times to come to Hendersonville to actually go to all of these. And then they could do it on their own time frame. They don't have to feel like they're in big crowds. So we think the first part of the year, a lot of people are going to redeem them. We sold over 600 during the month of December. So we're expecting people to come and enjoy the Cheers Trail first of the year.
Wonderful. Absolutely. And like you said, it really is an experience, and that's something that I love. And you said you could take this and do it over time. Tell me about some of these different destinations, some beautiful vineyards and different breweries.
Actually, what's interesting is we had 3 new vineyards open in June, even with COVID going on. So we now have 6 actual vineyards in Henderson County, which fits because we now are considered an American viticulture area like Napa Valley. So that just keeps adding on to the story and to the experience that people can enjoy. Burnt Shirt Vineyards and St. Paul Vineyards were the first 2 vineyards that actually opened up about 5 or 6 years ago. And then again, we've continued to add a few along. Of course, Sierra Nevada Brewery is here, and Bold Rock Hard Cider. It's one of the largest cider makers in the country. So there's craft beverage. Many people have a passport that only promotes beer or wine, but we do it all. And it's just really interesting. Down the road, we have people that are going to have whiskey distilleries. So we're going to have everything you want to know. If you love craft beverage, you can find it in Hendersonville.
Yeah, Beth, certainly a lot of exciting news. And you said, too, the scenery on these different tours when you go out and explore, just such a beautiful drive.
We're very blessed in Hendersonville to have the views, and people just seem to really be attracted to the agricultural settings, the pastoral views that they have. Some have spectacular mountain views while others have valley views, and all of it is just very breathtaking, and the venues have done an exceptional job in creating absolutely beautiful tasting rooms.
Wow. And of course, kudos to you guys. What a great way to bring people to these places that I can only imagine have been hit pretty hard from 2020 and the pandemic.
It's actually helped us break records in our occupancy in our hotels. It's just been really amazing the last few months. And it's because Hendersonville does have a lot of things to see and do that don't require being brought together into large crowds. And we've reformatted a lot of the activities that we do that makes an environment to make people feel like they're safe. We've had people come into our visitor center from all around the country, so we know there's a pent-up demand for travel, and we just want people to think of Hendersonville when the opportunity comes up for them to travel.
Yeah, you really do have something year-round, of course, known for the apple industry in the fall, and we've gotten to take a couple of tours of some of the orchards there. Really a beautiful area.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, Beth, we thank you so much for joining us, and what a cool idea. And I understand you'll ship those passports and get them out the next day so folks can get their hands on them.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll
Come
give
see us.
everybody the website. Here it is for more information. It is cheerstrail.org, and there you can find the order form as well as all the information on the different breweries and wineries and all kinds of good stuff in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Beth, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We're back with more of Daytime right after this.